Well, welcome to a cold, wet and windswept Sunday morning on the plot. We had some really strong winds last night. I've just come over just to have a look to see if there's any damage been caused. Looking around, it looks fairly okay, but it does give me a reminder that I need to get the raspberry canes cut down, so I think I'll do that now. It's just started raining again, so but one thing I want to show you is I just noticed on here there's buds already starting to shoot, and that's, say, we're in the middle of November now, so you know, it's a bit strange, but anyway, just cut these few down and I'm going back in. I've still got a full tank of carrots here and the odd one or two stragglers here, so I'm going to get these out now. I'll probably top the bin up and might plant a few garlic in there. Got some spare left over. Well, as you can see, it's a nice little harvest of sweet candle. Highly recommended. I'll just give them a quick swish under the tap, and that's a nice little crop there. Very happy. It's the 16th of November and we've got a bit of a dry window at the moment, so what I've decided to do is dig the last couple of rows up of Sarpo Mira potatoes. I think there's rain forecast to come in a bit later on, if not today, definitely the rest of the week, and next week it's actually forecast now, so this could be the last opportunity, so I've decided to go for it. These are the two rows here, and I think there's 5 tubes in each row, so 10 in all. So that's the last 2 rows out now. I didn't go down quite as deep as I usually do because the soil's still wet and claggy. But if I get the opportunity, a few more dry days, I'll dig it up again. I reckon there's at least another pound or 2 lurking somewhere in there. And that's the bucket I've got so far. I did manage to spare quite a few, so what I'll do, I'll get them into the greenhouse in a minute onto the drying rack and we'll have a look what we've got. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is just rake over the soil, level this back off and leave it to the elements for a bit. as you can see, the soil is raked out reasonably flat, and it's not too as sticky as I thought it was. So now that I've turned it over, hopefully with a bit of wind it'll dry out quite quickly. What I'm about to do now is lay the potatoes out onto a little mesh grid I've got and let them dry out for a day or two. I have damaged a few with the fork, as I said earlier, but I'll just let them dry, and if possible I'll use these first, what's good, and all the others I'll just dispose of. So there we are, all laid out, ready to dry in the sun now. I've had 1 or 2 real monsters, potatoes. There's a few down this end, but I'll just point back and show you. That's so that's off. I think it's 10 tubers that is. So I'm quite happy with that. There's a product here I've been sent by a company called Sarpo Developments, house manufacturing in Leicestershire, and it's an anti-kink house. But the thing about it which attracts my attention is it's got that this badge on here, the RHS endorsement, which, you know, they're pretty particular what they put the name to the RHS on. So we're going to give this a whirl. It's got a number of outstanding features. It's ultraviolet resistant, plant friendly, it'll work in 10 bar pressure. It's got a good operating range from -20 to plus 65, and it's got a 30-year guarantee also. The key feature is it's a unique design on the inside of the hose, and that there helps it being prevented by snags, knots, or the pipe being crushed. It's becoming, this rail here is a 25 metre length, although they do it in, I think it's 50, 75 and 100 lengths. It's standard 1/2 inch hose, so you can use the quick connectors. I've got a couple of hose locker here, but anything Gardena or even down Wilco's connectors on the end. The thing with this thing, the quality will be with the hose, probably not the connectors you can do. So what I'll do, I'll unpack it, put the connectors on, and then we'll give it a whirl, see how it goes. It did occur to me with the internal piece of rubber there which stops the crushing, now we'd actually fit the hose lock connectors, but they've cleverly removed a section, as you can see there. So it's the anti-crush section doesn't start till a fair bit down the hose, which allows the snap connectors to be fitted. So there's the connector fitted on. Now for the big test. Most of you know the shape of my plot now, and this is it. The actual house, the tap connector on the plot site is around this corner, up by the yellow bag up there. And the issues I have with watering is running the hose down here. It's coming around this corner. It always seems to snag on the corner of the shed there. Then by the time I've got down to the bottom of the plot, you find out the pressure has either dropped off or stopped at all. Then you have to come back up, unknot it, untie it, whatever. So this is going to be an interesting test. just a standard house, multi-pattern spray head, adjustable, and I've connected it up to the house, so here we go. As you can see, that's a good jet on there. Change the pattern. That's getting full flow through there, sorry. And that's quite good. So that's there with the house as it is. I'll just get it now and add a few little knots or kinks or whatever we want to it. Try and crush it in there. If you look at the house here now, that's crushed in half. Still got a good jet on it, so once again, if you look at the jet here, the house, so it really is a true anti-crush house, but as you can see, that's a good jet. So there's one other thing I want to show you before, and just to get the camera to pan back to me here. So, still working, still full power, but just take a look here. That's 6 concrete breeze blocks on that house, and it's still working. So the Everflow house, thumbs up from me. Well, we had some quite strong winds last night. One of the shopping centres not far away over the fort over Birmingham, it actually blew one of the huge signs down on the car park. Luckily nobody was there or got injured. Just looking up the plot, there's a bit of damage. There's a greenhouse, I'll just have a pop you around and show you. I'm not sure if this guy's left the door open or what. I think it looks like he has, and as you can see, he's took at least a couple of panes out there. Round the back, oh, a lot of glass smashed around there. No glass at all down this side. All down there is missing. There does look quite a bit of damage around the front. So there's 2 planes going out the roof. That one still looks intact. But, he's obviously left the door open. As you can see, it's bent all the straining bar there. The door upright is off completely. Can't actually see how that's come off. Let's pop inside and have a look. And it don't look as though that was fixed on at all, or it's definitely well fixed on properly. Yeah, that side's done. So, as you can see, I'll just take a picture or so and spoil his day at work for him. This is my mate Andy's plot, and Andy Marina, and they've a bit of damage on the protection netting over their winter brassicas, but the greenhouse is all intact. That's been shut up. So the only downside is he's got a lovely arch here with, I'm not sure what the flower is, but that's absolutely flattened. I've just sent him a picture and a text at work. He's going to pop down a bit later on. I have moved his compost bin once. He's got some compost bins up there, and that was actually 2 plots where the spare one was, and it's moved back up the top now, so I'll just go and put it back for him. There is a bit of damage to the back of Andy Marina's brassica tunnel there as well. Took the back end out. Plus now to the strong winds is that it has dried this rather wet soil out, and it's doing it quite quickly, so I'm going to take advantage of it and try and finish the asparagus bed off now. as you can see, despite all the rain we've had, the soil is still quite dry, which has got to be a good thing. So that's the asparagus bed all dug over and levelled off, smoothed out, whatever you call it. It's got some nice manure in there, so hopefully that'll rot down over the winter, and then it's a matter of just waiting for the plants now. Well, I'm just going to dig my first parsnip up of the year. The winds are starting to pick up again, so I'm going to crack on with it now. Looks like there's two here for the price of one if I can get them out. Oh, I think I've got them. Oh. That's one of them. Oh, there is a bit of canker on the top, but not to worry about. Oh. And here's the other one. So them are the first two parsnips of the year. Next first up for this year is me Swede. There's mixed results here. Some have increased in size and others there don't seem to be any movement on. But there's one here I'm going to pick up now. There we go. That variety there is called Tender and True Parsley Swede? No, I can't remember the name of it. I'll have a look and I'll put it at the bottom of the screen. Just one more crop to get now, and I'm just starting on the last barrel of my carrots just down here. And again, these varieties are called Sweet Candle. Oh, that one's gone a bit knobbly. I don't know what's happened there. He must have hit something, but looks like something out of Monsters Inc. Let's have a look what else we got. That's more like it. So, them are there. Sweet Candle. So that's today's crop. There is a bit of canker on the, especially on the parsnip on the rod, but we can cut most of that out. I'm just in Wilco's now, and I think there's a bit of a case of stolen identity going on here. Although they do seem to smell it slightly different. Well, just before this one comes to a close, just let you know, I was looking at some more subscriptions last night on YouTube, and obviously having a look through and commenting and that, and it crossed my mind that the only regret I got with the allotment is that I wish I'd have got one a lot earlier. It's been real enjoyment having both the allotment and being on YouTube, and say it's something I regret not doing earlier. I've been on YouTube posting now, I think it's around about the end of March, I think, so it's about 7 or 8 months, but it seems an age away now from the very first video I did. And I'd been watching YouTube for a good while, just lurking around, I think, watching a lot of people but staying in the background, and then I eventually plucked up courage to add a few comments, because I was looking on YouTube and I seemed to see it's like a nucleus of names, and them still going around now. There's names you can pick out, and them quite long established YouTubers, and obviously decent gardeners as well. And you felt a bit reluctant to step in there and add comments and that, but eventually I did pluck the courage up and add comments, and the biggest step of all was actually doing the very first video. I mean, I'd ummed and ahed about quite a while, and there's one or two people who I'd left comments on knew I'd got an allotment, and when were we going to see yours? And so eventually I took the plunge, and as I say, it was a daunting task. So we've all got these milestones to conquer, and now, I mean, I know Nora's just finally turned the camera around the other way, and we've seen her, and hopefully she's going to see a lot more of her. And so we've all got these little steps forward, and that, and it's with that I was looking at a video last night. It's a young lad. It's called James Allotment, and he's a young lad. He's obviously level-headed chap, got his head screwed on, and he's got his own plot with a greenhouse and a couple of borders. He's just put his second video up, and obviously he's got his successes and a few failures, but I mean, I've subscribed to him since his first video, and with his second video last night, he seemed a bit overwhelmed that I'd actually subscribed to him. But who am I at the end of the day? But he like very appreciative, and I've looked, and he's still only got about 3 subscribers. So what I'll do, I'll put a link at the bottom of the page, and if you get a chance, go over and have a look, and just say he is going to, I think, make a good go of it. And so far to date, it looks quite reasonable, his allotment does. So go over there, hit the subscribe button, and give him a bit of encouragement, because I'm sure, all in all, it's like me, he'll just give him encouragement and advice, and I'm sure he'll appreciate it. So it's James Allotment. I'll put the link at the bottom of the page, under there, wherever it is, and go over and give him a bit of help and support, like we all needed it on our first few videos. So that's about it for this one. It's getting near to Christmas, so and it's also be soon to sow our onions. So until next time, see you later. Bye for now.